All words to that effect. So this is a cool little lick taken from the middle section of Greg Howe's new tune Tempest Pulse. This is on Greg's new album Wheelhouse. Well worth checking out. A true return to form for Greg. An absolutely excellent album full of great songs. And that's really the important thing when you're playing fusion. People often forget the fact that you should be writing songs, music, cool stuff. And Tempest Pulse is a cool tune. Lots of cool tunes on the album. Anyway, so I've just been transcribing this tune for a client of mine, and he wanted me to stop right at this part, and I was like, oh man, you've missed out the cool part. So I figured what I could do is I could transcribe the cool part and do a YouTube video on it. So this is only a short section in the song, and it utilises Greg's love of hammer-ons from nowhere. When you saw me playing that intro, I'm just picking one note and then I'm hammering on two strings from nowhere. Everything with a palm mute. This is quite a tricky technique if you're unfamiliar with it. It's not a technique I'm overly comfortable with. It took me more takes than I would care to mention to get that little intro video down, and even then it's not perfect. But definitely a cool idea. So if we take the basic mechanic, it's an interesting rhythm. It's got like a Latin feel to it. I really like it. So we pick the open B string. We then hammer with the first finger on the 5th fret D, and then hammer with the 3rd finger on the 7th fret A. So we have these three notes. Definitely, a very Greg way of doing things. Lots of fun. It's the rhythm he plays that I find really cool. It's forgive me for being bad at conical, but if we were to use conical to count it, we'd have takita 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 ta. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 takita 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 ta. If we were to write that as a rhythm, that's 6 16th notes followed by a triplet 16th. 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and. So there's your basic pattern. He then moves that down fret at a time. So very simple, but implies cool chords. Like I say, very cool. The second part, after you've played that part, we move over and pick the G string and hammer 7 on the A and 8 on the E. Same rhythm. Then move this double stop down to 5 and 7 on the A and D. Still picking the G. We then hammer 4 on the D and 5 on the A. So that second part. Then moves over to straight 16th notes and plays. So that's 4 and 6 on the D and A, moving up 3 frets to 7 and 9, and then open string, hammer on 7. So the full pattern played slowly sounds like this. Very cool. A tricky one to get up to speed. I'll play it a little bit faster. Very cool. Cool little technique that. Greg, like I say, does a lot of those hammer-ons from nowhere, and it's a technique that I'm not all that good at. And I've never really felt a need to develop it. But then you hear something like that and you're like, wow, I might be missing out on something very cool here. So maybe it's something I'm going to work on for the next week or so and see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson, and if you did, you can click this button up here, check me out on Patreon, support me for as little as $1, lots of cool stuff you get out of that, means I can keep making lots of lessons like this. You can subscribe by clicking this button down here, and there's 2 more of my videos to check out here and here. And of course, go check out Greg Howe's new album, Wheelhouse. It is an excellent effort. Good job, Greg. Please give us another Marigold album though, because I enjoyed that too. Peace out, guys. Chat to you soon. Bye.